Hey, so in this video, I want to talk about an FL Studio stock plugin that I use on pretty much all of my projects, and I personally feel it's pretty underrated. So today in this video, I'll be talking about Drumpad. So Drumpad is a drum synth that uses physical modeling to create realistic and synthetic drum sounds, and it is overall very powerful in my workflow in FL Studio. So I'll briefly talk about how to actually use it, then I'll show you various applications of me using it. And a little disclaimer for this video, so Drumpad is actually a synthesizer that another FL Studio plugin, Drumax, uses to create drum sounds, and explain why I won't be showing Drumax as opposed to Drumpad is because of two main reasons, and that is, firstly, I just don't own it because I have only the producer edition of FL Studio, but also because Drumpad actually really works well with the drum sequencer, and given that I have hardware as well as my familiarity with the sequencer within FL Studio, I will be using Drumpad. So if you're interested in this video, make sure to drop a like, and if you want to see more content like this, make sure to subscribe. So right now I have a project loaded with 4 drum pads, and to demonstrate what these sound like, just how I've customized them right now, I'll play a quick demo. So those sound like some pretty convincing drum sounds, and I think that where this plugin really shines is its approach to creating physically modeled drum sounds. So I'll kind of demonstrate all of the different components of this plugin and how it does so. So the two main generator aspects of this are the mallet section and the membrane section. And you can kind of think of these as like a real drum. So the mallet would be the drumstick or the mallet that you're using to play, and the membrane is the surface of the drum that you're hitting. And you can see that you can change all of these different parameters. You can change amplitude of the mallet, which would be like how hard you're hitting, decay of the strike, the noise level, which just like increases or decreases the level of noise. And then there's the membrane that has the decay associated with the membrane, the cutoff of the frequencies, the tension, material, size, and interestingly, shape. And I'm not going to go into too much explanation of what these do. There's already a decent amount of tutorials in the FL Studio user manual that explains all this stuff. And then there's different filters to really shape the sound to your liking. So there's a low filter, like mid-range kind of filter, and a high one. And there's also this self-oscillating filter, which is very good for creating like synthetic kick drums or just synthetic drum sounds in general. And then there's master effects. So this affects the whole drum sound. There's hold, which will just determine how long it holds out for. Lo-fi, which just reduces the quality of the sound. And then the master pitch of the sound. And then lastly, there's a velocity matrix, which allows you to map the velocity of the note, like how hard you trigger the note, to different parameters. And a very common application of this would be linking the velocity to the mallet amplitude. So now that that's explained, I'll show a few quick demos of me using this. I think now is a good time to show the reason why I use this plugin, and that is the extensive preset library. There's a wide variety of drum sounds that cover so many different genres, and more often than not, I use these as a starting point for all of my drum sounds. Just for example, if I was making a dance track, I want to use dance drums, I could go and select one of these presets, and then I can modify the drum sound based off of all of these parameters. So for example, if I wanted to change the size of this kick drum, I could change the size parameter. And if I want to create a more electronically synthesized kind of sound, I can increase the level of the self-oscillating filter. And if I wanted to map the velocity to the amplitude of the sound, I could do so. And really, this plugin just gives you so much control over exactly how you want your drums to sound. And as you modify and create new drum sounds, you can actually save these as presets and make your own drum kits. So with this plugin briefly explained, I'll just show a few more examples of me using this plugin to create tracks exactly the way I want them to sound. So yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope you got something from this video, and if you have any creative ideas of how you could use Drumpad in your workflow, drop those in the comments. Thank you for watching.